up, y'all? I said, what's up, y'all? Look at me when I'm talking to you, bro. Nah, I'm just messing with y'all, man. This is your boy Knockout Boxing 86 TV, and we in here. So check this out, bro. Before I get going on today's video, be sure to smash the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new here, share the video, turn on your notification bell, and if you want to have me hop on the panel, knockoutboxing86 at yahoo.com is the email address. But without further ado, let's get it popping, and let's get into today's video. And today, we're bringing y'all another fight prediction, bro. My bad. Make sure this sound is down. Okay, and we're bringing y'all another fight prediction, bro. We got to bring the fight prediction, man. And in this one, we got MIKAEL LAWAL versus Stephen Ward in the Cruiserweight Division 10-rounder, bro. This is on the Chris Eubanks Jr. undercard, man, and we're gonna be doing Chris Eubanks' fight tomorrow, but we got a couple of predictions that we're gonna drop for y'all today. So tell of the tape for these fighters. MIKAEL LAWAL versus Stephen Ward. For MIKAEL LAWAL, he's out of the UK. Nationality is Nigerian, though. He's 26 years old, 6'2", has a 13-0 record with 7 knockouts, man. Stephen Ward is 31 years old, fighting out of the UK, 6'2". He's an orthodox fighter himself. He's 13-1 with 4 knockouts, and he's been knocked out 1 time. As far as like fighting styles, right, and kind of how I view them and what they do well and don't do well. First, for Stephen Ward. Stephen Ward got good boxing fundamentals. He's an orthodox fighter, as I said. Tries to come behind his jab. When he gets inside, he does smother his own work. Feet are okay. He's not overly athletic. He's what I would call a 3rd or 4th string quarterback in the NFL. And what I mean by that is, like, he got the mind for it. You can tell that he knows what he's supposed to do in the boxing ring. The tools just aren't there, right? So the hand speed isn't good. You know what I mean? The power is not there in his punches. The feet aren't as quick, so he can't get into and get out of position very well. The head movement's not great, so his head is always on the line. He goes straight back because he's just not a nimble enough athlete to pivot around and show different angles and stuff like that. He's just, you can tell he's hit his ceiling, right? He fought most of his career at 175. This will be his 2nd fight at Cruiserweight. His first fight at Cruiserweight, he was fighting a guy that wasn't good at all, that had a 500 record, and he ended up stopping the guy. But Stephen Ward is not known for his power, bro. He's not known for his power. He's a good fundamental boxer that will try to outwork you. And if you don't have technique, if you don't have the skills, he could take advantage of that and maybe outpoint you, which is why he has a 13-1 record. But the thing about him is I think he's undersized for Cruiserweight, and I think it's going to show in this fight as we get to MIKAEL LAWAL's fighting style. But just a true, construction boots type of fighter that's going to have the fundamentals, that's going to try to come behind his jab, is going to try to throw a right hand, he'll try to go to the body. He's not really good at a lot of things, but he's competent at a lot of things. Like, he can do a lot of stuff in the ring. It's just not going to be flashy. It's not going to be athletic. It's not going to be explosive. It's just real workmanlike for the homie Stephen Ward. For MIKAEL LAWAL, he's a much more bigger and explosive athlete, much more athletic, much more sudden with his shots. He works behind his jab, which I really like for young fighters and people that are don't have that amateur pedigree. He sets everything up off the jab. And what I like, when I went back, I watched his fights in chronological order, he seems to get better and better each time I watch him fight, right? So he had huge flaws and was smothering his work and when I watched one fight. Then I watched the next fight, he wasn't smothering his work as much. He was still staying behind his jab. But I was like, damn, he ain't going to the body. Then, the fight after that, he started going to the body with hooks more, right? On top of continuing to stay behind his jab. And he's a much more natural cruiserweight. Much bigger, much stronger, much more explosive. But his style is to stay behind his jab, try to land that big-ass right hand, and if he can't do that, he has a nice left hook, too, that if you hooking with him, if you Stephen Ward and you throw a left hook and LAWAL throw a left hook, I'm confident that I think LAWAL's will hurt you before you hurt him just as a bigger man. I think he'll be able to absorb Stephen Ward's punches just a little bit more. As far as path to victory, right? Stephen Ward has more experience. Stephen Ward, as of right now, as of the last time I saw these two fighters fight, he had the better fundamentals just by way of better experience. So he's going to have to try to lean on those fundamentals, right? He's going to have to try to lean on his boxing skill, try to work behind his jab, get in and out. And he's going to have to outwork Lawal because I don't think he's going to have the punching power to stop Lawal. So it's going to be about landing more punches, getting out of the way of Lawal's shots, and then really mastering Lawal's jab, like breaking the distance on his jab, getting some work off, maybe land a couple of good shots, get back out, get on his bike, and move and try to box. For Lawal, I could see him knocking Stephen Ward out, or I could see him outpointing Stephen Ward. Everything with him right now, still at this point in his career, is going to start with his jab. His jab scores points for him, and his jab is used for him to find distance and get comfortable, to where he'll jab and then boom, right hand coming. He'll jab, right hand, then be able to throw hooks to the body coming. Like, everything right now, he's not advanced enough to where he's jumping in and leading with right hands, timing with right hands. He got to get that jab going in order to get everything else off of it. You know what I mean? He's not at the point of his career. I'm not saying he can't get there, but he's not at the point of his career where he's going to be pull countering, timing Ward coming in, setting traps for Ward, and just looking like a masterclass boxer. He's still at the stage where he got a jab, throw the right hand behind the jab, throw the 1-2, get that landing, and then more stuff will come off of that. But it's going to be establishing the jab, and I can see him outpointing Ward because he's going to be bigger. He's going to be bigger. He should have the advantage. He should have a better punch resistance. Or if he catches Ward hard enough, Ward's fighting at a division that's 25 pounds heavier than the division that he's used to, because he was a light heavyweight. Light heavyweights fight at 175 pounds. Cruiserweights fight at 200 pounds. Ward is coming up to 200 pounds. MIKAEL LAWAL is coming down to make 200 pounds. He's naturally just probably 20 to 30 pounds bigger than Ward, and I'm not even bullshitting y'all. Like, Ward, natural frame, natural body, probably 180, 190. He put on some muscle or whatever, and now he's fighting at cruiserweight. You know what I'm saying? MIKAEL LAWAL, 210, 215, staying in shape, all the time, getting in the camp. Let me lose these 10 to 15 pounds so I can make weight down to 200 pounds. He's gonna have the advantages physically, is what I'm trying to tell y'all. Like, I know boxing is mental. Y'all know I know that shit. But from a physical standpoint, you talk about hand speed, you talk about explosion, you talk about suddenness, you talk about more athletic, just physical attributes. Lawal has all of that in the bag. And what I'm picking in this fight is I'm picking for Stephen Ward to succumb to those physical attributes. I just think this is one of those things where I don't think either fighter is going to be a world champion. Let's just keep it a buck. I don't think either of these guys will be world champion one day. If either one of them proves me wrong, I'll be the first one to give them credit. But I think in a battle like this where the skills aren't so far apart, because it ain't like Stephen Ward is just way better than MIKAEL LAWAL, and he's going to outbox him, and he's this masterclass dude that's just going to put on and make MIKAEL LAWAL look like an amateur. But he might have a little bit better skills than MIKAEL LAWAL. He has a little bit more experience. But I think MIKAEL LAWAL's strength and athleticism are going to overcome that. I think he's going to realize pretty quickly Stephen Ward ain't got nothing for him. Stephen Ward can't do anything with him. And he's going to start off jabbing. He's going to be teeing off on Stephen Ward over and over again. Teeing off on him, outboxing him. And that jab is going to set up everything for him. So I'm picking MIKAEL LAWAL in this fight. I'm going to pick him by decision. I don't really see him being able to stop Ward. I think Ward is experienced. He knows how to survive. And the one time I did see him get stopped, he got starched with a left hook. That could be the punch though, because MIKAEL LAWAL has a nice left hook. And if he catches Ward with it, could be a problem. Could be a huge problem. But we're going to see, man. We're going to see what happens. The thing is, Ward is very small for this division. So I don't know if he can take punches from a real cruiserweight, but we're going to find out. If he can't, I got LAWAL stopping him. If he can take LAWAL's punches, then I'm going to go ahead and say Lawal wins by decision. But the safe pick here is for Lawal to win for sure. That's what I'm going with. That's what I think you should go with. But y'all let me know who y'all picking down in the comment section. Comment down below, smash the like, subscribe to the channel, share the video, turn on your notifications. If you want me on the panel, you should know the email by now. knockoutboxing86@yahoo.com is the email address. And y'all follow me on Twitter. My Twitter handle is @KOBoxing86TV. So follow me on Twitter @KOBoxing86TV. But I appreciate y'all watching the video. Enjoy the rest of your day. And with that, we out of here, y'all. Peace.